I was browsing Twitter when I came across a very curious post, all the deleted videos of Vinicius13, and basically it contained a playlist with several videos supposedly deleted from the original channel. And I knew it, there's no way a man can be that perfect. He's definitely hiding something. He's definitely wearing pink panties. Today we'll reveal all the gems and secrets of Viniccius13’s, so grab your popcorn and join me. First, let's consider why many Viniccius13’s videos have vanished over time. We need to revisit a tense time in YouTube's recent history and his journey as a creator. 3 years ago, Viniccius13’s received 2 strikes nearly simultaneously. For those unfamiliar with how the platform works, this is exactly what puts any YouTuber on high alert. If you get 3 strikes, your channel is gone forever. I'm not exaggerating, it actually disappears. A lifetime's work, every block, build and memory erased in one click. And the most absurd thing is that these strikes didn't happen because of something really serious. It wasn't due to a policy violation or inappropriate content, but because of background music. Hold on, this case is truly outrageous. Because, at first, if you used a copyrighted song, your video would just be demonetized or restricted in some country, and that's it. In Viniccius13’s case, the company was likely acting in bad faith. They intentionally struck the videos after years just to cause trouble, a headache just to gain something. No wonder the whole community was stirred up by the case. And we saw Vinicius in a position we hadn't seen in a long time in one of the most discouraged videos we have on record.
Hey guys, what's up? Man, I don't even know how to start this video. Davizone, this is the worst video of my life to be starting here today. Hey guys, here's the thing. You can see by the title, right? The channel is about to end, man. All these 10 years, you know. I don't even know how to say it, you know.
And it was a really outrageous case. Everything involving him is suspicious, and I've seen emails from companies charging $10,000 to remove a strike that shouldn't even exist in the first place. And that's the point. These strikes were for old videos, some over 7 years old, posted before those rules existed. YouTube was also, as always, retroactively punishing creators for rules that were made up in the middle of the game, when the other party couldn't predict the future. And that's one of the main reasons why Vinter Privado deleted or removed so many videos. There was no way to know which videos would get a strike and which wouldn't. For safety, Vinny did a major cleanup back then, but now comes the big but. Not all the videos that went offline were affected by this unfair system. Some of them, yes, have very different reasons for disappearing, and those are the ones I want to talk about today. Episode 24, Sheep Farm Opening the First Case. There's no risky background music, no flagged soundtrack, nothing that usually triggers the algorithm's alert. The concern was something else, and by all indications, it's human and moralistic. If you remember The Accountant, you know what I'm talking about. Instead of 24, it shows 23 plus 1.
As you can probably tell from the title, it's a sheep farm, guys. And Vinicius, why so many farms, man? Weren't you not going to do it? Wasn't it supposed to be the automatic house? Yes, guys. But to make this world look nicer, and so we can build the automatic house too. We're going to need these farms, these things.
There's a long-running internet joke linking the number 24 to the deer in the animal lottery. And well, you get it, right? Today, with the maturity of the community and the creators, you can notice the noise. But of course, it's good to remember that was over 10 years ago, with a different sense of humor and YouTube. But now, the episode itself is delightful, revisiting the plan of the day. Setting up a sheep farm to get all the colors of wool, because the goal wasn't just to automate the village, but to make the world beautiful. Building giant skins on the map and following the pack of doing everything in survival, the dynamic duo. With Napoleon's quiet backing, he sets up the sheep farm and begins mass dyeing, only to later collect everything with shears. The system works, the flow is practical, and the episode ends on that note. Saturday is for the automatic house as the trio plans the next aesthetic step and makes house adjustments. In short, the video wasn't taken down because of music, nor because of the system. It was taken down because of the context. If there's something that In the Pursuit of the Automatic House teaches us, evolving means letting go, renovating and removing what's no longer part of the story, not just red dust. Sometimes it's an old farm, sometimes it's just a number on the counter. Episode 56. Artificial Village Healing, Zombie New House. This episode focuses on villager mechanics as a zombie villager appears. The duo makes the weakness potion, uses the splash golden apple combo, and waits. The villager returns with good trades, like rotten flesh for emeralds, and they search for the second one to make a pair. With both villages ready, they proceed to the big plan, building an artificial village. Transport of unpaid workers is suspended. It's the comedy of the video's rails minecart push hold light up. Once they're both up, they close close the structure and begin the romance phase, if you can call it that. Heart particles. Things were going well. The loop continues until the first baby villager appears and runs around the base. With the provision set and a plan to add at least 10 villagers, the next step is the iron farm. Only then comes a sensitive point that probably motivated the exclusion. In the excitement of trying to speed up the chemistry between the villager couple, an ox escapes from the...
It's gay. Come on, go ahead, throw some bread to her, go on. I'm treating this one here as the female, just because, okay, sorry, they looked at me like that. I'm treating this one here as the female, the red one. Go on guys, date, life is beautiful, life is wonderful. Go on, you're a bull, look at that.
In 2013 and 2014, these jokes circulated freely, but now the internet acts like it doesn't make them. And obviously it wasn't an attack directed at the real person, it's just the echo of a vocabulary that the community has evolved from and overcome. My view remains, the video was made private due to historical sensitivity, to protect the catalog, which keeps getting new viewers, and to reflect the maturity of Vini, Devi and the whole series. More than a decade later, episode 57, Iron Farm, Bar, Iron Golem. This is one of history's most remarkable cases. Everyone has seen this blunder countless times. The day's plan was to turn the new artificial village from last episode into ongoing iron production. And before anything else, there's a review of the requirements. 10 active villagers, at least 21 doors, means golems spawning and the farm working. The suspended village already had more than 10 villagers, and the doors, so everything was ready. But now we've reached the sensitive point that explains why this episode was probably hidden. In 2 passages, Vinny compares the suspended village to an unmentionable field.
Here's the thing guys, this village, Later we'll make another village, a village like the one we lost, that desert village, right? Since all the villagers died, I'm considering building another village nearby, close to the automatic house. So we can breed villagers and trade with them, right? Since these ones here will be isolated, it'll be hard to go trade with them. In the future, we'll build another better looking village over there, but not like this one. To avoid it looking like a concentration camp on the track, we finished dismantling the camp and broke the rails and everything else. Now guys, what am I going to do?
Since the guy's goal is to destroy the camp, I think our hero has always been on the right side. But after more than 10 years, it's natural to look back and understand that it doesn't fit anymore. And it also reflects Vinny's own maturity, because we're constantly fighting. Vinny went online. He's not yet 18 and recently became a father. It's understandable he keeps those parts private. Episode 60, Snow Village. On this occasion, our 3 heroes decide to open a snow-themed village. Vanilla-style houses recreated with snow blocks and packed ice. Basic village layout: central well, church tower, blacksmith with lava, small farm and iron golems. Finally, fill it with cured villagers and select the best for trading. It's a simple do-it-yourself process. Clear and level the land, build structures, add doors to represent houses, and the blueprint is ready. The likely reason it went offline was hyperfocus. He tends to get deeply involved in the field, the one who shouldn't be named. Damn Vinicius again.
Guys, I'll explain to you why I want to build a village. This time, I'm kind of going to make an artificial village, just like that last day. But it won't be that concentration camp in the AOs we created before.
Hyperfocuses are just hyperfocuses. That pun was common back then. Episode 124, I Got Rich. That's a classic from the luxury and ostentation phase of the automatic house. Vinny excitedly begins the video, showing off chests full of emeralds and abundant iron from years of farming and trading with villagers, and the sense that survival finally paid off as an investment. But the video went live 9 years ago, and the reason seems a bit familiar to us. On the counter, instead of 124, it shows 123 plus 1. The old number joke from episode 24 returns, and the irony is great. The episode I Got Rich sort of was made private because of the episode counter's moral bankruptcy. Such a reminder of how time does automatic maintenance. In the farms, ideas and humor, episode 133, How Not to Make a Sheep Farm. One of the most creative and chaotic episodes in the community. Starting with the introduction, everyone without a shirt on their skins as if they had decided to record a square edition. Like Naked and Afraid, it's the kind of episode that already starts by laughing at itself. With Vinny running off trying to sound professional, they
finally came back. Now much stronger.
Sweet potato chicken right from the start. Maminha, the issue likely began at the start, as the voiceover sounds like the Uncharted franchise soundtrack. The use lasted only seconds, but YouTube's algorithm lacks humor or proportion. Since the channel already had 2 strikes, Vinny didn't want to risk a third. One of the most original and funniest episodes ended up in digital limbo. Episode 139, Atlantis Project. This is the famous episode where Vinny decides to build an underwater city. He doesn't start the project, but he lays out the plan. Draining the ocean, raising a glass dome, and then flooding everything again to create his own Atlantis. It's a very memorable episode because none of them had any idea how much work was ahead. But before literally diving in, Vinny adds a piglin named Eulambio to the experience farm in the project. Vinny explains that the previous one, which he called Clayton, was a source of complaints from the community, from the assembly, from other Claytons out there. So he decides to start a crusade against all the Eulambios on the planet.
I went to Kukiri Jungle and already bought an anemetech for this little guy. If we leave it, it'll disappear anyway, right? And here's the thing. I saw that last time. I named him Clayton because he's a pig. A lot of people were like, oh man, you're comparing me because my name is Clayton. You're comparing me to this pig, and I don't know what. They got mad, you know? I've named him Eulampio. I wonder who else has that name and who will keep saying Eulampio, but yeah. Female Vinicius. Now I want to see who calls Eulampio out there. Go to your son's house, man.
The hate is hilarious and free, a legendary moment for anyone who saw it before it was deleted. Now, as funny as it was, it's likely that Vinny himself looked back and thought, okay, maybe I was a bit too harsh with Eulampio. My theory is that, since the moment is pretty distorted from the overall tone of the series, the episode was scrapped, episode 267, Farming Crap. And well, all the videos in the playlist, I'm skipping some because of the risk of a strike and also because they're repetitive. But this one is special, and in a bad way. It starts in the most random way possible. Vinny riding a pig and Davi dragging an ox with a parrot on his shoulders. A rural carnival fit for an automatic house, little pig.
Put it inside this boat. Oops, go ahead, grab the rod, Vinicius, call him over. There you go, now we're just missing one more member. But then... who's this little guy? Hey, come here. Where is he? Move aside, all set, guys. I'm here with the parrot on my shoulder, riding a pig, and the pig is on the boat, and the guy is taking all of us.
Amidst the laughter and chaos, the goal is clear. Build an automatic honey farm essential for sticky blocks and flying machines. They collect beehives, build a greenhouse to breed more bees, and design an ingenious system. Detectors sense honey levels in beehives and trigger dispensers to fill bottles at the right time. The result is impressive, around 50 honey blocks per hour. However, the video was removed, not due to a technical issue. In 2021, YouTube was so paranoid that even the meme Allah the Akbar appears at that moment in the video. Today focuses on rendering and auto strikes. It's a video of an explosion, which I also prefer not to show, and this meme refers to explosion videos. And you know, memes are memes, they go viral, they become common, and everyone uses them, but YouTube itself prefers that people don't use them. Craft Games 121, excluding everything with trinitrotoluene, and well, yeah, like before, the title says it all. This Craft Games episode is all about destruction. Vinny and Davey join forces in a classic Craft Games moment of organized chaos. The entire video centers on one verse, explode. Davey naturally used this meme whenever possible, but what stood out in this episode was the opening. And also probably what sealed the definitive downfall. The video opens with Allahu Akbar remixes and a clip of Osama dancing. Classic internet humor from that era. But years later, the real strike bait. When Vinny deleted the video from his own channel, Davey must have noticed. If YouTube won't forgive one, it won't forgive two. There are also several other funny cases. I remember long ago, deep in the archives with Vinny13 and the Portuguese guys, recording and joking. Those relics show our growth and tell the same story. A creator started with a microphone, built worlds, and became a reference. Not just technique, but integrity too. It's curious to think that, even after so many years, what drives the channel isn't nostalgia, but consistency. Viniccius13’s doesn't hide the past. He reviews, corrects, and improves his own journey. It keeps working because, like the automatic house, it constantly updates itself. If you've watched this far, follow me on Instagram at @emize etc. Big hugs and take care.